Hi, welcome to this video presented by the Center for Academic Student Achievement, also known as CASA, at Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. CASA is located in the Glasscock Student Success Center, in between the Mary and Jeff Bell Library and the Robert Ferguson Engineering Building. My name is Tara Ivy. I'm an academic success coach at CASA, and together with our director, Hector Duarte, and a team of academic success mentors, we want to welcome you to the Island University. In this video, I'm going to walk you through filling out your Texas Success Initiative Academic Success Plan. So let's go ahead and get started. So there are two ways you can get to this Academic Success Plan agreement. You should have received a link in your email. If you click that link, it's going to take you directly to the Academic Success Plan agreement. You can also reach it by going through the CASA website. I have that here, casa.tamucc.edu. If you've watched our other videos, you'll see that I've walked you through this site and shown you all of the great things that CASA has to offer. So we will scroll down, and right here is our academic success plans. So we're going to click that. Now, the Academic Success Plan is a requirement at Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. We do require that you complete an academic success plan if you are enrolled in developmental education to satisfy your TSI, or if you are conditionally admitted, or if you are both conditionally admitted or under the Texas Success Initiative. So here we have our details. So you can click on this, any one of these little tabs, and that can explain further about the Academic Success Plan. I'll show you on the Texas Success Initiative. It explains what the Academic Success Plan is all about. These are the two developmental courses that you will choose from to enroll into, or we will make that recommendation. Placement is based on your score. So depending on your TSI score, then you will be placed into one of these options. The Math 0200 is a co-requisite option. It connects to a college level course, and the Math 0310 is a standalone course by itself. And then for the reading and writing portions of the TSI, we have English 0099, which is going to be attached onto your English 1301 course. And you do have 45 credit hours to complete your TSI requirements at TAMUCC. So within your first 45 hours of enrollment at TAMUCC, you are required to complete your developmental education and TSI requirements. Now, students who have enrolled in developmental education courses at Del Mar don't have that 45-hour limit rule. So what are the requirements? Well, the first requirement is to make your first visit with us. So you're going to visit with me early in the semester, or one of my coaching assistants, or my director, Hector. You'll meet with one of us, and we're just going to review the resources available to you. We'll talk about what classes you're in, and then what resources CASA has to offer that match up with those classes. So if you're enrolled in math courses, we want to introduce you to math tutoring and math supplemental instruction. If you're enrolled in science courses or in business courses, whatever courses you're enrolled in for your core curriculum, we probably offer some type of support for that. So we're going to make those recommendations based on your coursework. And that happens early in the semester. And then following that, after the semester gets going, your responsibility is just to be meeting those requirements. So you're going to attend tutoring regularly, you'll attend supplemental instruction regularly, and you'll use the Writing Center for all of your written assignments. And this is not something that's unusual for any of our students. In fact, all of our highest achieving students use all of these services. So the recommendations that we're making are not any different from any other student at TAMUCC. And then, of course, the conditions for completion of this are to earn a 2.0 GPA or above. Anything below 2.0, you might end up on scholastic probation. So want to be careful there. And we're gonna help you. We're gonna watch your performance during the semester, and we'll help you make it through to achieve that 2.0 GPA. So let's go ahead and get into the actual academic success plan itself. So we're going to go over here where it says agreement. This is the link that I sent you. And first thing you're going to do is click this drop down menu. This is the academic success plan type. This is what you're going to be filling out. It's specific to you. So you are under the Texas Success Initiative. So we will click that and then hit next page. Here are your details. Now you have already received a letter in the mail, and you have received emails, and you've probably been in contact with your academic advisor. So you know more or less which one of these courses or which two of these courses will be on your fall schedule. With that in mind, we're going to go here and you will click which one of these math courses, if any, will you be enrolling in. Are you going to be enrolling in English 0099? Was that on your letter? So whatever you have been recommended to enroll in, we're going to click those. You're probably in Math 0200. And let's go ahead and hit next page. So on this page, this is the common obstacles that many of our students face, especially first-year students. And you know your past habits better than we do. This is to help us identify some of those obstacles that you might be facing in your first year, and then we can recommend resources that will help you overcome those obstacles. So do you rarely miss class? Sometimes we all have things going on that we do have to miss class. So mark down which one of those, whether you strongly agree, strongly disagree, or somewhere in between. I am confident that I will be performing well on my first college exam. You know what kind of test taker you are. I am confident that I have the academic foundation to perform well in my major or program. And don't feel intimidated if you don't, because I don't know too many people who have taken very high-level engineering courses in high school, or if you're a nursing major, and you probably haven't, unless your high school had a program for that, you might not have that academic foundation. But it's good to know, where are you in your academic foundation? I am satisfied with my current study skills and habits. You know your study skills. You know how much time you devote. You know your time management skills for that. So fill that in. Adjusting to college life at TAMU-CC will be easy for me. Well, have you ever been away from home and had to stay away from home for a little while, maybe at camp or on a trip away from your parents? Are you going to be homesick? You know, some of us get homesick away from home, and we have resources to help with that. I'm able to multitask and manage my time effectively. I think this is one of the hardest things for anyone, including myself. We all have to work on our time management when it comes to college work. I am confident that I will not have any financial difficulties while attending TAMU-CC. Well, only you know your financial situation. I'm confident that any off-campus employment responsibilities will not interfere with my education. And if they do, let us know. Let your professors know. You might not know that they're going to interfere until the semester starts. So I know some students get a job after the semester starts, and employer says they're going to work with them, and then later as time goes along, maybe their hours aren't as flexible. So you can talk to your professors, talk to us. We can help try to accommodate, try to figure out ways to communicate that with your professors to let them know. and then make adjustments accordingly. I do not have other personal concerns that may interfere with my education. This could be anything. I know there are students who have kids, that you take care of, or you're a caretaker for family members, or you have a household to maintain, or, you know, any number of things that happen outside of school and outside of, what we plan on doing with our education. Let us know that. So you do have to have all of this filled out in order to go to the next page. Otherwise, you're going to click next page and it's going to give you, an error saying you have to fill in everything. So we'll hit next page. And then on this page, we go through some of the resources that are available to you. In fact, most of these, we want to encourage you to explore them, see if it's something that might help you or you might be interested in. Some of them you have no choice but to be involved in. For example, your academic advisor. You definitely want to be in contact with them regularly, especially when we start nearing early registration. That's going to happen about October, so it's very early in the semester. You want to be prepared, so definitely be in contact with them. In fact, I'm going to strongly agree with that one. I'm interested in learning more about TAMUCC's Counseling Center. We have an excellent counseling center with licensed counselors who are they're ready to help, they're able to help, and they have actually been trained in helping student issues. So they're available to you free of charge. You can go visit with them. I'm interested in learning more about disability services. Now, if you had accommodations in high school, anything that if you needed extended time, if you needed additional support, definitely contact disability services. They're there to help you. And by the way, it's not a stigma. In college, a lot of students seem to think that contacting disability services at the university level for some reason is going to put a label on them or something. It's not. It's there to help you and to support you through graduation. I plan to use CASA's Writing Center for writing-related projects this semester. Definitely. We encourage all students. In fact, we have graduate students who use our Writing Center. We have professors who are going to get some of their research published, run their research through our Writing Center. So we have professors who do it. So definitely use the Writing Center. I plan to use CASA's tutoring services regularly. Yes, they are available to you. No cost included in your tuition. I am interested in learning more about TAMUCC's student and resident life programs. So if you're living on campus or you're going to be on campus a lot, you're going to be involved in clubs, you might be involved in fraternity or sorority or all the other programs that we have on campus. If you're interested in learning about that, talk to your mentor. We can also send you information. There's all kinds of events that go on campus that you can be involved in through some of those programs. I plan to meet with my first year Learning Communities program faculty regularly. Your first year Learning Community faculty are going to help lay that foundation for future learning. So they really help you develop some great habits going into your first year, and they have some really great strategies that they can give you for going forward. So definitely use them. Once you start getting those habits in your first year, going forward into your sophomore, junior, and senior year, it becomes easier after you've already got those good habits and you've learned. You've got your questions answered as you go along. So they're there to help you navigate that first year. I plan to meet with my core curriculum faculty regularly. Now this I definitely encourage. Your first day of class, maybe your first week of class, you're going to be given a syllabus. On the top of that syllabus, your faculty that is teaching that course will have their office hours. And it will say office hours, maybe 3 days a week, 4 days a week, an hour or two that they have set aside for students. So a lot of students seem to think that that's when the professor's working and they can't disturb them. No, that is for students. That's for you to go in and meet with that faculty member. So yes, definitely going to, I would strongly agree that I'm going to be meeting with them, because if I ever had any questions, I want to be able to go to them and they know who I am. I plan to use CASA's peer mentoring services regularly. We do have peer mentors that will be assigned to you. They work with your first year community, learning community, and they're going to be reaching out to you on a regular basis to let you know everything going on campus, important dates, important events coming up. They're going to help you and help answer any questions you have in your first year. And then, of course, I plan to use CASA's supplemental instruction services regularly. I've talked about supplemental instruction in other videos. I want you to visit our website and look at all of the supplemental instruction we have to offer. It's different from tutoring, so definitely look into that. It's very, very helpful. In fact, our data has shown that supplemental instruction significantly improves students' performance on exams and in class. So you want to look in that. So once we get all of those filled out, we'll hit next page on this one, and it's going to take you to the agreement. So you agree to perform the following. You're going to make your first visit with us early in the semester. And that's where we're going to talk about those obstacles that you filled in and then the resources we have to help you with that. Meet or exceed prescribed service usage requirements. Your prescribed usage, service usage, is what we recommend that you do. So in other words, if you, let's say you're not that great in math, we see that you had a very low TSI score and you're enrolled in a math course and you have told us, I'm not good in math. So I'm going to prescribe to you additional math support. And you'll get an email that says that, and we'll track that through our messaging service, Starfish. Adhere to course attendance policies. Now, this is kind of a given. You got to go to class. So some professors don't take attendance, and it feels like it might be okay to miss class because who's really going to know, right? The professor doesn't take attendance. But in college, missing one class is like missing a week of classes in high school. So if you miss a class, you're going to fall pretty far behind if you don't have someone in the class taking notes for you, or if you don't or if you're not in contact with the professor and the professor can let you know, hey, we're not doing too much, it's fine, or here's what you need to catch up on. So keep that in mind. Even though professors aren't taking attendance like they do in high school, or maybe they only take attendance sporadically, you're still going to be held accountable for your attendance in some way, whether that's through your coursework, whether that's through homework that you have to turn in, or it shows up on an exam later that you just didn't know something that had been covered on that day you missed. Be mindful of your academic progress. Now, this is going to entail you keeping up with your own grades. So every grade you get back, every paper you get back that's been graded, keep it in a folder, keep track of your own grades, follow it on Blackboard. And if you have any questions about it, ask your mentor or go to the professor and ask the professor to explain their grading methods to you. And it's also going to be on your syllabus of how the professor grades, what percentage everything counts as on assignments, exams, projects, etc. And we're going to redefine goals if necessary. So let's say I gave you some prescribed service usage and I said, you told me you're not that great in math. Your TSI score reflects that. And we have said you're going to attend math tutoring 3 days a week or 3 times a week. And then we get to midterm and you've got an A in the course, you've been doing great. You say, you know what, I don't need to be prescribed anymore to go. I'm going to go as I need to. and I've already developed those habits. I'm going to say, you know what, let's redefine that goal then. Let's say, we'll say once a week, and then if you want to go more often, you can. And then you're going to maintain satisfactory GPA requirements. And this is for all students at TAMUCC, not just our TSI students. You've got to maintain a 2.0 GPA or above. So 2.0 GPA, as long as you're passing your classes and as long as you receive passing grades at the end of the semester, you'll maintain a 2.0 GPA. And falling below a 2.0 GPA will lead to scholastic probation. And if it continues, it could lead to dismissal from the university. So it could lead to academic suspension. So understanding your ASP, you understand what you need to do to make progress, and you understand what you need to do to complete. In this case, now we do say earn credit hours of 30 hours or greater, but in your case, to complete this, all you have to do is pass your developmental course or pass your college level course. If you're in a college algebra or statistics or business math or contemporary math, pass that class and you're done with your TSI requirement. So let's check your understanding. Do you understand why you're enrolling in this academic success plan? I explained that earlier. All of our TSI students are required by the university to complete this academic success plan. So that's why you're doing it. And it's also going to help us track your progress in your developmental education and make sure that you complete that TSI requirement. I understand the progress I must make to complete my academic success plan. Again, I went over that. All you need to do is complete that developmental course or that college level course, and you're done. Unless you decide to retest and you pass and you want to put yourself through that, that's okay if you want to. So, strongly agree with those. State one thing you learned regarding your academic student success plan. I learned CASA has support to help. I do read each and every one of these. If you type that out, I will know you watched this video all the way to the end. And if you do type CASA has support to help, add something else to let me know that you are paying attention. Add something specific. Okay, let's hit next page. And this is your agreement portion. Now we're going to reinforce your agreement here. Let's go ahead and type this in. My name is there. Oh, it has my Gmail address. That's okay. It's asking for TAMUCC's email address, so mine, if I were a student, at islander.tamucc.edu. There's my phone number. Do not call this. This is a personal cell phone number. Please don't call that. You can call my office number, 825-5933. And let's go ahead and put today's date. A lot of students like to put their birthday in. We're going to put today's date. As of the making of this video, it is sometime in May. I don't know what day we've come upon, but what is today's date? And then once you get that completed, oh, don't forget your A number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Yours is going to be something like A042, A041, A040, and we will submit. And there, you have officially completed your Academic Success Plan agreement with CASA. Check your email. That completed Academic Success Plan should be in your TAMOCC email account. Go ahead and check your junk mail too, or the other folder. And when you do, if it's in junk, select that it's not junk so that you're receiving our messages. This is going to conclude this video presented by the Center for Academic Student Achievement, also known as CASA. If you have any questions, feel free to email us, casa@tamocc.edu. Or you can email any one of us directly. Our email addresses are displayed there on the screen. Also, be looking for emails from us in your inbox. We'll be emailing you throughout the summer and going into fall. In the meantime, take care this summer, and we look forward to seeing you this fall semester. Go Islanders!